Well, let's make another trip to the doctor and see what's going on this time. Hey guys, it's Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. We had a little bit of a mishap on the farm, and I'll give you the backstory on that and tell you what all happened. But before we get to that, let's go feed everybody, check in with animals, and then we'll talk about what happened.
Goats everywhere.
The only bad thing about summertime is stuff grows in their troughs. I think I'm gonna get some goldfish put in there. See how that works. I've heard of people putting copper in them and goldfish and everything else, and I think that's all a fluke, but I might try it.
Well, she's coming for some cold water, so let's fill her up.
Now this is a complete waste of time,
Well,
cleaning the goose poo, but we do it anyway.
you know, if you ever want to know how much sand you have on your property, you just get geese, because this is always full of sand.
Well,
I didn't know we had so much sand under the grass.
Zoe, some of that's not sand,
Well,
so don't like chew on it or nothing. But that's also why where you have geese and ducks, your grass is so green.
yep.
That sand, as you call it. Ha! That's not sand.
It's not always sand.
Give it about 30 minutes to an hour and it'll look like we never touched it.
Okay.
All right, I'm showing their poo. When we get through feeding, I'm going to swing back by here, see what it looks like. What do you think?
Yeah.
It won't take them long at all. That gets changed like twice a day.
Pretty rooster. We don't ever show him, but he's so calm. He's docile. He's handsome. He's big.
He follows us around while we're feeding.
He does.
Even though the chicken's already been fed.
We've had him for like 2 years, and we've never named him. Never named him. He's just always been here.
He's just Rooster.
I hatched him.
You did hatch him. And I don't know how it's going to work out. It may be like Brandon and will come up missing 50 guineas, but
We're gonna try.
there's not even 50 in there. But
You gonna open it?
we're going to let them out. They've been rotating down this pasture run, but
Come on, Rat.
we're going to let them out.
Here, go push him this way. Okay, gently. Gently.
Just walk behind them. We're going to leave that coop open. If they choose to go back in there at night, they can.
They ain't real smart.
No, guineas are not known for their intelligence.
Well, we hatched all these too. Look at that one. That's the only one we have, and it's come to welcome them.
The one guinea we have left out of that group.
Hey, put it back in there.
They're exploring the grass where their coop's already been.
Yeah.
And we just moved it from there. And they went right back to places where it had been and started going back through the grass. Stupid guineas.
I like to see something that we hatch, go through all the steps, and finally be released out. It's pretty neat to be able to experience that. And we do that, you know, different ways and different times. It was the same with the pigs. We had pigs, and then we got to be able to watch them graze on our grounds. It's pretty neat to see.
Y'all haven't got anything but just a little bit of feathers in it so far. Nobody can hear me talking because y'all are yapping. In case you missed the live, we talked about it on our live stream a little bit. I'll give you the backstory on what happened. So, Mocha loves to put her head through the fence. And we talked about we were going to have to put her in the cone of shame or do like Nico over at our brown farmhouse, who has a stick or a piece of broom handle or something like that taped to the goat's horn so they can't go through. Now, we would love to change this out to sheep and goat fence, which we will eventually. But right now, field fence is what we had, so it's 4x4 squares, and Nigerian dwarfs can easily get their head through it. It's what we had. Fencing is extremely expensive, so we'll change over to sheep and goat fencing later on. But for now, we have to deal with what we have up here. And Mocha likes to put her head through. Unfortunately, she has to have some help getting out of it sometimes, and that's where I came in. Now, I've done this dozens of times because she does it almost every day. Sometimes she gets herself out, sometimes she has to have some help. Well, in my attempts to help her get her head out of the fence, she does not like being messed with, and I had a hold of her horns, and as I turned her head to get her through, she swung around and just kind of pulled a little bit, and it didn't seem that bad. Well, let's make another trip to the doctor and see what's going on this time. Well, we've had our x-rays. Now let's just see what they say. We're all done, guys. No break. But I do have to leave it wrapped for a little while. I've got to go to the pharmacy, pick up some anti-inflammatories and a brace. We just have a severe sprain. So, thanks, Mocha. You just put Daddy out for about 6 weeks. Thanks. As you saw, we've got a sprain. So really, it was just a little sore. And I didn't pay much attention to it. I told Zoe it was nothing. And Zoe knows me. She says, well, you always say it's nothing. And then it turns out to be something. So she wanted me to go have it x-rayed. I didn't think too much about it until I had a little bit of a problem picking up my coffee cup this morning. I said, okay, you can make the appointment. I went and had it x-rayed. As you saw, no big deal. Just got to give it some time to heal up. So I get to wear this thing for a few weeks. Let it heal, get rested up. And we'll be back to normal.
We've been telling you guys that she's a bad girl. And here we are, we're stuck in the fence yet again. She's already got Daddy's arm in a brace. So Chance, go get me the pipe and the tape. And we are about to hook her up. But first we gotta get her out of the fence. So we have this pipe that we brought with us. But it's got this hook on it.
That's a 90.
Okay.
That's known as a 90.
Well, I don't want her to use that and get tangled up in anything. So we want the less amount of trouble. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut off this. And I'm gonna do it because Nick ain't got but one hand right now. So let's go cut.
Absolutely not.
Just like this.
No, you're not cutting into an electrical box, Zoe. No.
Like this?
Baby, put it on something. Not that.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. There you go.
I did it. Okay.
Hey, heathen. I got a doctor's visit today because of you. And there you are again.
Every day.
Alright, let's get her out of there without any other injuries.
Okay. And then I can't let her go.
No, you can't let her go, so put the pipe down. Alright, Mocha, you gotta tilt your head again. Please don't snatch. I'm already in a brace. No. Get horn through. Come on. Get horn through.
Almost.
There we go. We got one. Don't push her up against the fence. She's got to have slack.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Let's try to get both of them through. Come on, Mocha.
Let me know for you.
Oh, this hurts. There we go.
Okay.
She's loose.
All right, I
Got her?
Yep.
There we go. Now, no, ma'am.
Okay, I got you.
No, ma'am.
All right.
Hold Mocha.
You're going to have to hold around her body because I don't pick her up.
Hold
Well-
right there in front of her head, Chance, but you don't want her head to be able to move around.
Because I got to do her horns. Okay, that works. Okay.
Put that on there.
Hold on. Front? Don't have to go on the
Put
front.
behind them.
Well, okay. Can you walk this way?
You put it in that crease.
Don't let her go. Don't let her go.
All right. There's your tape ready.
All right.
Just around the horns now, not around her neck or anything like that. You need a knife?
No.
Don't let her go.
Not yet. Okay. It's okay.
Or do. Whatever.
Whew, I don't know. Let's go see.
There ain't no telling what this is going to look like.
Sounds like reptile.
Lead it to me. Ow. Ouch. Ooh.
Now, Mocha, if that don't work, you get a cone. A cone around her neck like dogs get. She gonna get one of them if that don't work.
Y'all see she's eating. She's fine. It ain't hurting her not one bit.
No, it ain't gonna hurt her. It may aggravate her.
And she's gonna rub the stew out of it. That's why I tried to wrap it a good bit. Look at her. It's like having rollers in your hair that's a little too tight. Look at her.
Now maybe you quit putting your head through the fence.
We'll know tomorrow, won't we?
You gonna quit putting your head through the fence?
Nah. Oh, she's gonna use it as a weapon.
Knowing Zoe's taping jobs, the tape probably gonna come on.
Well, you was broken.
Incapacitated.
You're incapacitated.
She had to get to the water though. I was trying to talk about her getting the water and the darn iPhone overheated. It said it has to cool off before use. I'm trying to see if she tries to put her head right back through there. Yes, she's going to. She's going to try. So while I'm over here doing this part and filling you in, we finished up the water chores and got everybody ready to go. Zoe and Chance ran over to the barn to take care of the cows and the donkeys. Y'all probably haven't seen them in a little while, so we need to make sure the next video you get to see Tater and Cinco and Ferdinand. Probably see the alpacas some more because we kind of skipped through the animals real quick today. We have a special little deal at the new place we're playing football, and the mascot is the Red Devils. So this is Meet the Devils night. The boys get to run out onto the big field. Everybody, fans of all ages, or of all the football age groups, will be there. They get to be called out on the field. So we'll take you along with us for that. And that's probably how we'll wrap up. I've got to fill you in on a text that I got on the way home. You know, I told you that we were headed to Meet the Devils night at this program that we play for now. Our boys have always been Tigers, and the school system that they go to are Tigers, and that's what Rhett's used to be. Let me show you a text that Zoe sent me on the way home. Now, I'm not sure how much you know about Farmer Rhett, but something that he got from his daddy is he likes to sit and think on things. He's a very contemplative little fella. He analyzes things before he asks questions about it. So when he asks a serious question, he's probably been studying on it for a while. I've got a feeling when I go inside, I'm going to have to answer this question. So I had to be prepared for it. You see, Rhett's always been taught that the devil is bad, and he doesn't want to be called a devil. And I understand, because even our head coach, who we go to church together, he has a formation that has the name Tiger in it, because that's what we've always been. And he said, Coach, I can't make myself change that to yell devil from the sideline. So I studied on this a bit. So let me explain. The program that we are now part of is in a small town of Verbena, Alabama. Verbena got its name from the abundance of that flower in the area. That area was covered in red devil verbena. That's the name of the plant, the flower. So when they started their football program, who knows, 80, 90 years ago, they were the Verbena Red Devils. And we actually have 2 schools in our counties that the mascot's the Red Devils. Don't know what the history is of the other one. I couldn't tell you. But I had to dive into that because I know when I go in the house, Farmer Rhett's going to have that question ready for me. And to me, that's a good thing that he questions that. But it's just a school mascot, and I now have the history of why it's called that. And while I was looking, a coach named James Porch had a 50-game win streak there. So from 1949, when he took over, through the 50s, I think they had like 5 or 6 state championships there. Hopefully, we're going to start training some boys up to take over that kind of legacy in that program. But either way, let's get there.
Number 8, Rhett Baker. Number 44, Corey Eldridge. Number 4, Levi Connell.
It is a long way to run.
Number 28, Luke Molding. Number 8, Chance Baker. Number 7, Matthew Etheridge. Number 15, Keaton Davis. The Miners are coached by Andy Gore, Nate Thomas, Nick Baker, J.B. Heflin, Heath Chambers, and Andy Smith.
Guys, it's that time of year in the South, so I can't guarantee there won't be more football content. I hope you'll stick with us because we'll be doing as much as we can on the farm. We'll be running 2 boys around to youth football games and Mackenzie at high school football games being in the band. It's just what we do in the South during this time of year. Football. Guys, we hope you enjoyed it. We hope you'll be with us next time on Chestnut Hills Farmstead.